So we see two cover arts, which of course we see Luffy and Yuta, who's actually voiced by Ado in the movie One Piece film Red, and then the other is the cover art for the new One Piece game, One Piece Odyssey. And we can tell that it actually has Luffy, Nami, Usopp, and Chopper with two new characters in the game. And now we get to see what's the aftermath of the Wano arc, where we see Kainu actually saw the pictures, and of course the newspapers have now been set out across the world by Morgan, which of course the defeat of Kaido and Big Mom, in which each of the new bounties have laid out, which of course we see Luffy, Law, and Kid each have 3 billion berry bounty apiece, which that is actually higher than everyone else. Which we knew how everyone is in shock. However, we see Jinbei is in the banquet hall all by himself because he actually doesn't want to celebrate with the others, where the rest of the Straw Hats are actually celebrating on their own victory, in which we can see how everyone else is celebrating. However, we actually saw how Tengu met up with Robin, who knew her name, in which they've actually met underground with his Kokishi dolls that he actually have. But he actually saw the poneglyph that she'd been after, which he told her that he's ended up in prison down there for years. But we can tell that he's been taking up the swordsmith role for years. But his name really wasn't Tengu. It was actually Sukiyaki Kosuke, the father of Oden. In fact, he's the former shogun of Wano, and he is also Momonosuke and Hiyori's grandfather, in which he actually doesn't want to tell his grandchildren that he's still alive. But he's actually hiding his identity because he was the one who allowed Orochi to come into power. But he actually blamed himself for what happened to his son, because he was barely able to escape into the room that he is now, in which Robin told him about the Asian rep in Pluton, which is thought about is in the blueprints and also in Alabasta. It was actually in Wano, in which she was right when he told her is in Wano. Meanwhile, in the former prison in Odon, we actually see everyone being attacked by plants, in which King and Queen have actually been absorbed by Ryokukuro, who actually was called Awamaki, the admiral, who actually appeared with plants from his fingers, in which he actually told Sengoku he's in Wano now, in which he would have thought that taking Luffy's bounty right away. But we can tell that he's actually won't ruin the celebration, as we see Momonosuke actually saw Luffy as the hero he thought of today. But we see how Kid actually ruined the celebration, but we can tell about the fact that he actually announced his bounty, including the fact that he also announced the 4 emperors, the new ones, which of course, Shanks, Blackbeard, Luffy, and get this, Buggy. That's right, Buggy is the new emperor of New World. So now we can tell what Ryukyu Q is going to do into the island. So we finally get the 2 cover arts, one of One Piece Film Red, and the other is the One Piece Odyssey game. But now we get to see Luffy as the new emperor as well. So I cannot wait for what's going to happen on the next chapter after the 4-week break, because we're about to enter the final saga of the manga. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime Guide. Have you here saying sign out. Laters, and be safe.